keynote speaker tonight, Dr. Danny Lai, The Miracle Within.
Would you like to be better, be happier, and feel better?
Okay.
Yeah? I tell you, this is the answer. Acupuncture. The purpose of acupuncture is to open up the miracle within. That's all I'm doing. You know, lots of times people ask me, what is acupuncture? And you know, some people think it's religion, you know, something you have to believe in. The truth of the matter is, you don't have to believe in it. It actually works whether you believe it or you don't. So what is acupuncture? Well, first of all, it's 4,000 years old. And it was used in the beginning by the Chinese. In the beginning, we used actually bamboo. Now, modern day, we don't have to use that anymore. We just use needles. Single-use needles, to be in fact. Acupuncture is based on the premises that you have energy flow in your body. And these flow through channels or pathway, if you will. Just like this lamp up here. The lamp has wiring from here to the light switch. And the light switch to the main breaker. So if the lamp is not working, possibly that the switch is turned off along the pathway or the actual breaker. So anything along the pathway where the energy is blocked, we can unblock it with the needle. That's all it is. Now, I'm going to give you acupuncture 101 in 3 minutes where it took me 3 years. The energy pathway starts at the tip of your fingers and the tip of your toes. There's 3 on the outside, there's 3 on the inside. Same thing, 3 on the outside of the leg, and then 3 on the inside of the leg. And each pathway travels along and goes to the center of your body, the chest cavity. Each pathway is represented by an organ in your body. For example, the lung pathway starts in the hand here, the finger, this finger, and it travels here along this path, and then it goes to the lung. So if a person has a lung issue, for example, coughing, or the common flu, asthma, we can use the lung channel to strengthen the lung. Or let's say someone has an itchy problem on the side of the body, a rash. The side of the body. Well, that's the gallbladder channel. The gallbladder channel starts in the foot, and actually I'll pass Mr. Acupuncture around. Starts in the 4th toe, and it goes on the side of the body, and you should just follow the lines or the color of the lines, and it goes up to the gallbladder itself. Basically, you can treat anything along the pathway. It could be the skin itself, the muscle, or the joint along the pathway, or the actual organ itself. Now, whatever organ problem associated with the gallbladder, you can help that organ using acupuncture. Now, of course, there's limitation with acupuncture, right? The limitation is based on your limitation. If you have very little healing power left, then, well, guess what? That's all that's available for you with acupuncture. So lots of times people tell me, well, acupuncture doesn't work. No, you don't work. Because acupuncture is based on your own healing power. It's not something we add to or we take away. But that's taking drugs, right? Taking drugs is adding or taking away. Acupuncture, we're just trying to normalize things, or at certain times strengthen it. Oh, what happened here? One of the effects of acupuncture? Minimal to none. In fact, one of the side effects of acupuncture is de-stressing. Lots of times people come to me and say, hey, I have pain in my foot, can you help me with that? But by the way, can you do the stress thing for me? Oh yeah, no problem, that's a freebie. But mere the fact that I put the needle inside of your body, one of the byproducts is de-stressing. Wow, what a cool side effect. What can acupuncture do? First, it can strengthen your body. As I said earlier, you can boost your immune system through that way, through the common cold and food allergy. The mind, oh my gosh, this is a big one in, well, just being alive these days, right? Not in America, even in China you have this stress. So you can lift the spirit. For example, I can put the needle up here. Since the points up here is way high, it has the effect of pulling the energy up. So therefore it can uplift the spirit. Or when somebody has too much going on, right? And I sense that when I start doing the consultation, the person's going on and on and on, like me right now, going really fast, right? And I'll treat them, for example, a foot pain or neck pain, but then I know inherently what I need to do at the end. Don't forget the one, this one, the third eye one, you know, this one. That one is magical. If you had to ask me what is one point that I would pick for a newbie, that would be the one. And I'll let the needle magic do the talking for you, for me. It can normalize your organ problem. For example, the heart. Okay, somebody can have high blood pressure because there's too much energy built up. So acupuncture can be used a way to calm the energy down, therefore de-stressing, therefore lower the blood pressure. How about digestive issue, heartburn, right? Some people have too much acid, or actually it's not too much acid, it's the imbalance. If we are stressed, the liver is an organ that takes all the stress. Now when the liver is not happy, it will work its way to the stomach. We call it grandmother not taking care of granddaughter, not controlling granddaughter. And with the menstrual cycle for ladies, we can normalize the pelvis organ, where if an individual is going, for example, if a young individual pain with menses, you can actually stop the pain with acupuncture, based on the fact that the organ, once again, the sexual reproductive organ, can be normalized and also strengthened at times. Or if an individual is going through menopause, for example, hot flashes, right? The way we look at hot flashes is different than most others. When we have hot flashes, you don't have enough cooling liquid in your body, but the heat is still the same. So what happens is, as the cooling liquid is lower, you feel hot, but it's not a true heat, we call it in Chinese medicine. It's a false heat. Versus when a male, where he's always angry, you know, that kind of male, and always breaking things, that's true heat. So in that scenario, the person, instead of being, this is the equilibrium line, their heat is way higher than the normal coolness. So in this person, we actually need to bleed up all the heat. We need to suck all the life out of that person to make them normal again. And of course, you can do, most people know acupuncture is for use of pain, right? Neck pain, back pain, low back pain, sciatica, joint pain, tendon. And once again, you go from head to toe. You can do anything, basically anything from head to toe. Right now, I have a lady that has some jaw pain from a car accident, ear pain, ringing in the ears. That's actually a hard one. Pressure in the ear. In the chest area, you can do the ribs, any organ around the chest area, you know, of course the pelvis. And quite often, people with feet pain, where the bottom of the feet is inflamed, also known as plantar fasciitis. And no, I don't put the needle in the foot, that would be very painful. Needle is single use. Lots of time when I begin to do acupuncture individual, what's in the needle, Dr. Lai? Nothing. No, really, what's in the needle? Nothing. I don't believe you. But for you, I'm just going to dip it in liquid cocaine. The style of acupuncture I do is called balance method, where we put the needle below the elbow and below the knee. Remember earlier I said where if a person has pain in the eyes, would you want me to put the needle in your eyes? See, most people, when they come see me, that's what they have, this vision, right? This idea that you acupuncture or have neck pain, put the needle in neck. Yes, I can do that. But quite frankly, it's very simple. Putting a needle where you hurt is really simple. Even a monkey can do it. Alright? So what I chose to do is actually called a balance method. You put the needle below the elbow and below the knee. And I'll give you some demonstration or some example of that.
Oh, I was going to say you want a guinea pig.
You're the guinea pig, Marianne.
Yay.
Oh, okay.
I knew there was a reason why you came.
The needle is retained for 30 minutes. Why 30 minutes? Let me tell you the bad story first. Some people come in and say, really, 30 minutes? Yeah, didn't you want to de-stress? This is your opportunity to de-stress. Lay down for 30 minutes, relax. And those that can't relax, I feel sorry for them because they might suffer from a stroke real soon. Truth. Why do you need 30 minutes? First of all, it takes 11 minutes for your nervous system to switch gears from go, 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 go to relax and repair mode, also known as your automatic nervous system. It takes that long. So in actuality, the treatment doesn't even start until after the 11th minute. Now it could be less, the time as far as before less than 30 minutes or more than 30 minutes. Less would be someone that's frail and that's not too strong, then we want to use less. And some people would feel like they need 45 minutes to knock an hour, fine, sleep there for an hour if you like. Oh, demo! Volunteer!
Yeah. She volunteered.
Okay, well, I would say make it easy for both of you. Do you have any pain anywhere in your body, like foot or neck or anything like
Oh,
that?
my head was hurting earlier.
A what?
My head was hurting. Like I
It's
had
not
it.
hurting no more?
Not as much, no.
You got something?
My neck,
Right there.
shoulders.
Right
Oh,
there.
yeah, I guess so.
Okay. We'll pick you. Come on up here, Miss Deborah.
Yay!
I'll take care of
Why
it.
don't you sit over there?
No, she
Here.
said shoulder. Oh, yeah.
No, I'm not going to put it in your neck, remember?
Oh,
Yeah.
you're not going to put it in the fingertip though, are you?
You can turn around. Have you done it before?
I have, years and years ago.
Oh. Any other volunteer?
Alan, you have plantar fasciitis.
Yeah,
Who has that?
I
Alan,
have plantar
Which
fasciitis.
feet?
both.
Yeah, right now it's my.
Which one's more?
Probably feeling it right now more in my left foot.
More on your left foot?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get you right now. And actually, you can do acupuncture for addiction too. Addiction is really cool. You can slide up 100 people in a chair and just go needle and run the next person. Go needle, go to the next person. No need, no talking. As long as you have addiction, just sit down, put the needle in the ear, 10 needle, 5 ear, 5 ear, done. Next person. Is that cool? That's cool we have. Yeah, put the needle in the ears. Why the ears?
Yeah.
Because if you look at my ear closely,
Mhm.
it looks like an upside down embryo.
Oh, yeah.
So based on that, we can use morphology, right, or geography. Meaning, if down here is the head, so it's palm in the head area, put the needle here. If it's in spine, put it in the middle for the spine. Ah. Oh, check your neck now, Miss. How's that? She can turn it farther. You see, I don't have to put the needle where you hurt. So one of the advantages of doing it this way is that you can test the individual way rate. Confirmation for themselves, like, wow, this is real? Yeah. Come on over, Mr. Allen.
Yay!
For a while.
Stick 'em, stick 'em.
Thank you, Linda, for volunteering.
That's what was.
Yeah!
Yeah.
You can bring out the real needles now.
Oh, I'm going to say something about that. For those that don't pay the bill,
What do you use that one for?
when they don't pay the bill, roll up your sleeve here. Remember I said I'm not going to put the needle where you hurt, right? Because even a monkey can do that. So you just do this. Okay, so left feet, right? The bottom of the feet?
Yeah.
Okay. how would you rate the pain on your feet? You know, 0 to 10, 10 being very bad.
Right now it's probably between a 4 and 5.
So how about we make it a 1? Okay.
That'd be so cool.
Where did the 11 minutes go?
I don't know, maybe
It's like a
in 11 minutes I'll be like an owl.
Yeah. In a minute you better drive, I can't make it home, I'm gonna fall asleep in the car. That actually quite often happens is when a person gets acupuncture, the first time they feel very fatigued. Not because the acupuncture is causing you to be fatigued, but it's pushing you in a state of healing.
because you self-heal.
You self-heal.
That's a good
Okay, so we're going to do the 1 minute magic trick. Go ahead. That one hurts. Go ahead and give it a test walk.
That's a little better, yeah.
Yeah, just go ahead, Peter.
Yeah.
Okay, it was a 5, right?
Yeah.
What number is it now?
Probably around 3 or 2 or 3.
2, 3.
That
So that's,
bad.
my math is right. That's about 60% improvement.
Right away.
Yeah, Tylenol doesn't work that fast.
Don't try this, please.
Don't try this at home.
I have a lot of needles.
Let me show you 3 cool cases. First off, when I first started doing acupuncture, I had this lady that spoke Spanish only. The cool thing about medicine, Chinese medicine, a lot of times you don't even need to talk the same language. In fact, you can speak Martian, I still understand what's wrong. As long as you can point to where it is, I can help you. This lady had firmness of the hardness of the breast and pain. And all I did was put the needle right here, 1 needle. And I asked her, how do you feel? She said, you're scared. Right away. Boom, right away. Next one. 55-year-old male came in with pressure feeling in the prostate area. His medical doctor advised him to get some acupuncture. 4 sessions later, I never saw him again. Problem solved. The last one, this is not acupuncture, although we do acupuncture for gallstone and kidney stone. Preferably is Chinese herbs. Gentleman was diagnosed with kidney stone, was recommended to have the surgically remove the gallstone. Well, I gave him 1 bottle of herbs. When he went back to the hospital to do the pre-op, he said, why are you here? You don't have it anymore. Ever since then, he sent me 3 other people with the same problem. The one thing I've observed with being in practice is that if you have neck pain, you can send all 10 of your friends with neck pain. If you have pain in your foot, you can send all your 10 friends with the same foot pain. That's okay. We'll take it all. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the purpose of acupuncture is to awaken the miracle within. This is my office across the street.
Wow.
It's 101 years old now. This is the reception room. Chinese herbs. To your left or to the left, those are all individual herbs. And what I do is I actually mix them together, called formula. Based on your problem, I can do combination of formula based on whatever it is. From mental problem to organ problem, blood pressure, diabetes, you name it. This is one of 3 acupuncture rooms. My wife is also a licensed esthetician, so we kind of have a complete package. The only thing we don't do is haircuts. Questions? Scott?
So along the energy meridians, how do you decide where you're going to put the needles?
Based on what you tell me.
Well, no, but I mean, but you say like the line
Oh,
goes
yeah.
from the foot all the way up to the cervical cavity.
Right.
So you put it on the foot or halfway
Based
up?
on what you
or-
tell me is wrong.
Okay.
So if you tell me this area is wrong, right? So what I will do is I'll do my balance method where I will mirror. This can be your pelvis now. So I'll put the needle here for the pelvis. Or I can flip it where now this could be your head and neck. That's what I did with that one. I put right here based on what she told me. Oh, right here. So this becomes the shoulder and upper back. Or I can flip it again where the person has shoulder pain. I'll put the needle in the knee, the opposite knee, because this knee is really the same thing as this shoulder. Isn't that cool? Remember yin yang symbol.
Yeah.
That's Chinese medicine, by the way. I've gone over my time limit. The yin yang symbol can explain the whole universe. The whole universe. To the galaxy, relationship between a man and a woman. You know, there's a dark side and the white side. Would you like me to explain that symbol, and I'll conclude like I speak?
Yes, please.
That symbol explains the whole universe. So beautiful. The darkness side is right now, nighttime. It's dark. All the properties at nighttime. It's dark. It's cool. It's calm. And the water rises in the ocean, right? And it's feminine-like. But on the opposite side, you have the white side, or the light. That's the sun. The side that sees the sun is called the yang. I know in English you call it yang, but in Chinese it's called yang. Okay? So the white side is with the sun. During the midday, high noon, right? It's warm, it's moving, it's active. Lots of energy, immaterial, masculine. Now, there's a dot on both sides, right? In the dark side, there's a little white dot. What is that all about? And the same thing is opposite is true. On the white side, there's a little black dot. A symbiotic relationship with a spouse is this. If I know I'm young, I'm very young. That means I'm very active, I'm very, go. My wife is the opposite. So her job is to bring me down and bring me to earth. Right? My job is to bring out the indecisiveness in her. You gotta do it, just do it. So that is the reason why we have to have a symbiotic relationship with anybody. It could be amongst best friends, or a relationship with another, or it could be a homosexual relationship. It doesn't really matter. That symbol says that to have a harmonious expression of life, we have to observe that we have to have both. And to live life without both is delusion. This is why we suffer, is we don't have an understanding that we should have both. To exist, we have to have positive and negative charges, right? Mr. Hank said something that's very profound, and I've been saying this for a few years. I have already given my body permission to do what I do until I'm 95 years old. I feel so honored that he actually reaffirmed that I already know that 10% of you is genetic. 90% of you is you get to decide. How about that?